Good morning. Thanks for coming in this morning. Especially when some areas sunshine, some area raining, and our property here is snow. You see that? How do you like it, snow?
Good.
Some like it, some dislike it. How do we like the sun in the morning shining on your eyes? Some like it, some they don't like it. Right? So today my lecture will be title is called Letting Snow. Letting snow. Just look out and see the snow. It's good to have the snow. We call it the snow for the soul. Snow for the soul. That's my lecture. Letting snow for the soul. I heard a story like this. One of the little monk asked the master one day about he always complained, asking about the meaning of the life. Okay, so master smiled, pick out a big spoon of salt, putting it into a cup of water, melt and say, take a drink. And he drank and say, very salty. Master says, okay, take the same amount of salt, go to the backyard in a little pond, and putting it in and drink it. How does it taste like? Very sweet. Okay, so master say, see, salt is like a pain and suffer in our life. But if it's salty, the degree of salty, it depends on what holding this water. Right? A cup or a pond. So do you want to be the water in the cup or you want to be the water in the pond? Nice. I read that. I said, wow, that's very nice, isn't it? For example, I give you a chunk of gold, a little chunk of gold, and a pile of mud. Which one you prefer better?
Gold.
Most people say gold. How about I continue to say, how about you are a seed? S-E-E-D. Then you say mud. You see the way how we position ourselves. You realize life can be differently. You might preference differently. Right? So very smart man asked a teacher. He say, teacher, some people say I'm a genius. Some people say I'm so stupid. How do you think about me? The master look at him and say, how do you rate yourself? How do you see yourself? And he got very confused. Right? He got very, very confused about this whole thing. So the master say, 1 pound of rice, giving it to a housewife, making few bowls of rice. Giving to the one who makes the wine, it come out the whole containers of red wine. Giving to a baker, it makes some of a cookie. Depending on same rice, same people. Depending on how do you use it, how you position yourself. The young man subtly understands it. Think about it. Every one of us must find a position in our life. Okay? We are that rice. What position do we want to putting on them? So today, why I want to talk about letting it snow. Let the snow shower on our soul. When you have a faith, when you understand the mission of your journey, the purpose of your journey, why you walk on this planet, you might realize that every time it snows, it looks like a shower on our soul. Day by day, most humans were chasing after the material. The world is beautiful, full of all the colors, isn't it? Okay? We drink the wine, we dance in karaoke, we smoke some marijuana. The life is so beautiful. Are you just living it? Or what make you live in it? What is the true meaning of us living on this planet? To live here is not to suffer. To live here is not also just enjoy a material life. Sometimes in Buddhism say, to live here is to pay back. Pay back. Oh, wow. I love it to say, to live here is to experience the journey and understand what the word true meaning of this journey. We quite often say, life is like a pile of mud. Your spirit is like the beautiful sacred lotus. And lotus cannot leave the mud. It is mud to contribute the best what? Nutrition. Mud nurture the what? The lotus. And lotus blossom is the most sacred flower. That's sacred spirit based on our stinky life. I like to joke on it. Life is not really so stinky. If you don't want to pay attention to it, it's never stink. Right? We have a lot of challenge in our life. We do. Every day we live, sometimes we have too much concern. Too much what? Unable to drop, unable to detach. Either love is the most challenging thing to detach, isn't it? Love for your spouse, love for your children, love for your siblings, your family, love for friends, and love for animals, love for the green things. Okay? Love for a lot of things that is hard for us to detach. But at the same time, love, the opposite side of love is hate. People use quite strong energy to attach to that. We call hate. It's like all types of 7 different types of emotion that we express in our life. We blaming. We are sad. We hate somebody. We complain life. Sometimes we complain God as well, right? So we have spent a lot of energy attached behind the emotions and make them much more stinky. Okay? Quite often I say, it is not the mud stinky, it is your mind stink. The piles of mud. Why some people stand in the mud and not get dirty? Why some of you even make mud dirtier? What? Some can feel the mud, some never see the mud. What quite often we not understand. We are in a dream. We are in the dream and nobody want to wake up. Because wake up is too painful. Sometimes to see a true reality for your own spirit, to see your true destination, to see the portal only 5 feet away and you just don't have the ability to walk into it, is quite depressed. Right? So it's better stay dream. Stay in the dream. Those who woke up too early sometimes can feel very lonely. When everybody's all drunk and you are only ones awake. Right? It's better go back to drunk. Some people say that. It's I better pretend drunk or I better drink more. How to have to see Some people willing to be disciplined, who are willing to devote their life for a missions. They dedicated, they devoted, they disciplined toward a goal. Although they understand life can be very muddy and stinky and challenged. Okay? I know they also understand to stay in the dream, sleeping is pretty good. Continue dream because dream is so beautiful. Unrealistic. It's so cool. Wake up, everything disappears. Now I have to look at it. When we truly understand life purpose, sometimes you walk into the portal. Nothing beyond means anything. You might look back once in a while, those things may be still very familiar with. But what? But the devotion and dedications that make you more disciplined toward toward the true portal of life. And that life is full of light, full of joy, full of life. And that is what we should dedicate for in his life. There is a very famous scholar in China that last year he suddenly dropped everything in his life. Very famous, rich, everything you name is like a perfect material human being. One day he suddenly walked into the temple and asked to shake his hair, become a Buddhist monk. And he and his wife was the perfect people. It's like an example of whole Chinese society. And he walked in there, the wife kneeled outside the temple door for 3 days, 3 nights, and begging him return. He never walked out of the temple by sending out a piece of paper. And a piece of paper, 4 character. It say, to live as if death. It say, to live as if death. The wife know he will never walk back again. And she turned around, go to another temple and shake her hair. And she also become a monk. So this type of people, they see through the taste of life. They have taste all the taste of life. Now they can have that type of the moment of enlightenment. That 10 cattle cannot pull you back again. They break through and understand the true meaning of life in its tight material life. How many of us able to have that kind of enlightenment? This man obviously gave himself a beautiful snow shower. Right? He gave himself a snow shower more than give the snow shower for the world. Today, more people look at him, more looks like he did give a shower for the world. Why is that? He gave our world enlightenment and inspiration. That how can we work out our quote misery of life? How can we let go of all the colorful life? How can we get detached from all the emotional life? How can we preserve the joy and happiness in this life journey? How do we understand the true meaning of this journey? Are we continue rolling like a snowball in the mud? Or are we able to take a decision making and walk out of the mud? We might continue stay in the mud. There is no need to shake the hair. We still can be in the material life. The point is, where is your snow? This snow is like the best cup of water to brew the best of the tea. Today, tea is there, but water cannot be found. Today is the life is is so complicated, the snow is very hard to be found. Okay? Our life full of complication. And it's because we make life more and more complicated each day. Every step we take, we make life more and more complicated. Can we simplify our life to look at what is the true spiritual need in this special journey? It takes us 300 years to come back to this material life, and then we'll take another 300 years to come back next life. I hope you never have to come back, but that's my choice. I understand you might not want to come back as well, right? If you don't want to be a reincarnated, come back to experience this colorful life again. Then we do need a special shower of the snow. Letting what? Snow. Letting it snow. The snow need to come down to shower our soul and our body. What we used to think pain, does it really is pain or you cause more pain? Does it hold what? Anger still mean anything or you make anger more anger? Does it all the emotion that you hold down that will light up make your soul lighter or heavier? Think about it. All of us must learn to use greatest mercy to forgive in our life. We must learn to forgive ourselves, the being so-called the victim of all the misery. Okay? It's misery, it's mystical. Hope is not miserable. Okay? Letting what? Letting it go. Life has a better meaning. Your soul has a better mission in this life, and we must discover that. Okay? I understand when we in a dream is so beautiful. Don't wake me up. But sooner or later you gotta wake up. Lot sooner than later, wake up now. Okay, wake up now. And we still have time and never too late to pursuing our spiritual journey. Learn to forgive myself. Then we can forgive others. Learn to love ourselves unconditionally. Then we have quality to love others. Learn to have greatest mercy for our own quote-quote suffering. Then we have a mercy to understand how others suffer as well. Put our shoes, or we put our feet always on somebody's shoes to understand how others feel. Learn to appreciate her gratitude for any one of the noble people in our life. Enjoy them. Enjoy their presence. Okay? No matter what. Okay? Enjoy them. Appreciate them. Everyone in our life using different kind of attitude and different type of character to showcase their type of love. You might not understand it now. You will understand someday. So why wait someday? That's just what? Just appreciate it. Embrace it. That every kind of love is true love. Every type of love at the least or contribute all the stinky mud. Okay? And that raise your spirit. Then raise your soul to the higher level. That purify our body, our mind, and our soul. Why we continue carry the pain? Why we have to continue carry the persecution mind? Why we have to be a victim? We must learn to liberate our body and our soul by letting go the past, by letting go the hate, letting go of the emotions, understands each other, respect of each other's ability in this material journey. Everyone's different. Okay? But devotion and dedication toward that portal of your own life mission should never be stopped. Never being stopped. We can always find our position in this life. Remember, some people might call you genius, some people might call you stupid. Depends how you position yourself. Right? You always have a choice to play with mud and get stinky, or play with mud and never get dirty. Okay? And you can choose to be in a dream, or you can choose to be awake. When you continue stay in the dream, do not produce a qualified life, then you know it's time to wake. Right? When we continue feel suffering, being victims, not happy in our life, then we better know time for another second opinion. Right? Make a choice, find another new direction. Maybe another direction, it's time for me to choose. We walk with disciplined choice. Make the choice, stay on the disciplined path. Okay? Be dedicated and devoted to the choice. That's who we are. Why we need to have a snow. We do need a snow once in a while. Otherwise, the body can be very stinky. The mind can be smelly. Once in a while, we need to give ourselves a snow shower. Okay? We need to purify our body, mind, and soul. Every single day is better. Right? One of the sage is happened to be my ancestors. It was the disciple of Confucius. He has very famous sentence. He say, 五日行七次. Say what he says is, I every day check on myself 7 times a day. Maybe a little bit too strong. But it is great. You check your own soul, having a dialogue with your soul 7 times a day. Am I happy? Why do I have to hate somebody? Why am I frightened in this life? Right? Why I empower my emotion and empower my enemy? Why have to have an enemy? Ask those questions. Check on yourself. Am I focused on my goal? What is my expertise? Did I really express true love for my life? Ask those questions. Okay? In this life, we have spent too much of energy being a persecutor. Okay? Being a judge, being a hero. Okay? And in the end, by being these two characters, a hero and a judge, in the end, we become a victim. Right? So the whole life is in the triangle, moving. Being a hero, being a judge, and being a victim. Can we somehow step out of those games? Step out of it, focus on what is the true mission in our life today. Okay? We live this life, it's not because we owe a lot of money, a lot of debt in the past. This life is not about paying back. Okay? This life is about awakening your true soul. And this life is to experience this smelly life. Okay, this life is about finding this wisdom from this all the quote suffering. Okay, when we truly have a suffering moment, ask God, what is the lesson in it? Okay, ask yourself, do I have the ability to understand the wisdom from this event? Ask yourself. Instead of turn the other way, start persecuting. This life is about validate yourself. This life is about a true one-man show. Okay, you gotta learn to entertain yourself. Okay, this life sometimes may feel like a pianist play the music for a cow. You gotta learn to enjoy it. Be a true pianist. When you found no audience, you have to be your own audience, right? Be devoted to yourself. I am a pianist, so I enjoy my music. You understand them? And this is about what? That kind of a true spirit, a true soul, who dedicate their own life to the purpose of our soul, who takes actions only toward the portal. They have a meaning, they have a target, they have a goal, and they disciplinedly work toward a goal. We hoped that every day has a pure shower of the snow that came in and purified our fatigue, our emotions, okay, restore our focus, okay, refocus in what we chose in this life. And we, in the end, we honor the choice that 300 years ago we made. Why we come back to this planet and we don't detour anymore. Okay? We don't let the mud to sting in our lives again. We now become very actively human being, actively pursuing life with their own principle, joy and happiness, searching and extracting the best nutrition in our life. Look for the wisdom, contribute together, compress them together, become the seed of immortal. Then planting the seed into the mud, that's how it grows. In the end, will become the most beautiful, sacred lotus flower. That's what we should focus today. So look outside the window. When there's snow, I start to say, it's beautiful. So you have to letting it snow. Letting snow to shower our soul. And this is what I like to share with everyone. Thank you for coming in and thank you for tuning our website. May God bless you. May God bless you all. Thank you. Yeah.